I wore my hat in case it rains.
Ah, okay. I think because there are several different projects here, that what we'll do is go through and ask each of the spokespersons for the project to say a few words about the project, and then if the media can hold their questions, we'll allow you then at the end to direct your questions to whichever project or projects you want to hear more about. So we're here today generally to recognize the spring events that are occurring in Lincoln. That's making Lincoln a healthier and greener and cleaner community. As you all know, Lincoln is consistently ranked as one of the healthiest, happiest cities in the country. And every year, we're seeing new ideas and new energy sprouting up all over the community as spring arrives. City government is certainly an important community partner, but in fact, it's the leadership of people and organizations all over the city and across the community that makes it all, in fact, happen and contributes so much to making Lincoln a wonderful place to live. So what better time to highlight the season and highlight some of these exciting initiatives. Our first topic today is the annual Lincoln Earth Day celebration, which is coming up this coming Saturday. This will be the second year for this event at the beautiful new Union Plaza location. Not the second year for the event, though. You've had the event for how many years now?
Several.
Yeah, okay. Last year, thousands of Lincoln residents enjoyed the tradition at Union Plaza, and we expect this year's crowd to draw even larger crowds and to draw even nicer weather and demonstrate again the city's commitment to environmental stewardship and sustainability. So I want to ask Megan Jackson of the Lincoln Earth Day Coalition to tell us more about that event. Please.
Thanks, Margaret. Well, we were hoping for better weather this year, but in the spirit of celebrating spring and spring showers and Earth Day, we will carry on this Saturday's Earth Day celebration, rain or shine. Instead of being outdoors in the Union Plaza, though, we're actually hosting the entire event just down the street in the Assurity parking garage at 20th and Q. So folks will be able to park in the garage, stay dry, and walk right to the festivities or bike down. CycleWorks will still be hosting their bike valet. This Saturday's Earth Day event will feature, same like last year, even bigger and better. We've got 60 exhibitors and booths, a fleet of green vehicles. We'll have a kid space with fun activities, music, face painting, henna. Plus, Saturday is the first farmers market of the season. We're going to have that entire farmers market held right alongside all of the other activities in the parking garage, making it pretty easy to take home flats of your own starter plants or flowers for your garden. Farmers will also have farm fresh eggs and spring produce. Things that are coming out right now are like greens, radishes. We'll maybe have some asparagus. And then there'll be sweet treats and lunch from local vendors as well. So, like I said, rain or shine, Earth Day is happening this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Assurity parking garage at 20th and Q. Check out the Lincoln Earth Day Facebook or lincolnearthday.org for updates. And just last, we couldn't have this great event without our sponsors. So just want to say a big thank you to Sadolf Metal and Iron Works, Lincoln Electric System, Cleaner, Greener Lincoln, Lincoln Green by Design, and Lincoln Solid Waste and Recycling Association.
All right. Thank you, Megan. Thank you for all the work that your people have done. One of the ways that we make every day on Earth Day is through our recycling efforts here in Lincoln. Reducing the amount of waste we send to the landfill is one of the priorities as we plan ahead. Right now, Lincolnites recycle only about half of the national average. We need to do better. We know we can, and we know we must, and we will focus on that. One exciting way that people are finding to reuse and recycle involves unwanted shoes and clothing. For the 5th year, Cornhusker Bank is working with People's City Mission to sponsor One Day Without Shoes, I think it's called, is that right? And this collaboration is currently collecting shoes at dozens of locations throughout Lincoln. The efforts help out in at least 2 ways. First of all, donations help poor families lead healthier and fuller lives. And obviously, this also diverts thousands of tons of waste from the city's landfill. So at this time, Pastor Tom Barber with the People's City Mission and Carissa, I'm sorry,
That's all right.
Bullock of Cornhusker Bank will describe the effort that they're making and how the city can participate.
Well, guys, Mayor, just thank you before I start for hosting this event and for helping not only our organization, but all the ones here. It's a great event, and so we're just very proud to be part of it. As the mayor said, One Day Without Shoes is about collecting shoes, partly for the environment, because recycling is an issue. But what's really great is we can also feed homeless people in the process and also give shoes to people who don't have shoes. When Cornhusker Bank approached us 5 years ago about this event, we were very excited because our guests at the mission, many of them, don't have adequate footwear. Now, most of them have shoes of some sort. There are very few people that are barefoot, but many of them have shoes that don't fit. Kids that go to school with crummy shoes and get made fun of. Lots of ways people really struggle with shoes. And imagine if you didn't have a car and you had to walk. It can be really tough. And so when we talked about shoes, we thought that's great. And they started raising shoes, and last year they raised, I think, 12,000 pairs of shoes. This year they have over 100 businesses, including their branches and that are involved in it, and it's continued to sort of escalate. We will probably get anywhere from 15 to 20,000 pairs of shoes this year. At least 10% of those will be brand new, meaning our guests will get brand new pairs of shoes. Kids who have never had shoes before like that get them. People, and so it's a wonderful way to bless the poor and, as the mayor said, keep stuff out of landfill, which is what we want to do. I mean, it's kind of a win-win, isn't it? And so we are very, very excited about it. And I'm going to let Krista tell you some of the details, but I just want you to know it is making a difference in this city, in Lincoln, Nebraska. And we will collect them at the end of this week. Next week we'll give them out. But I can tell you, we will give them all away. And in the next 3 weeks, 20,000 individuals are going to get shoes they didn't have before here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Isn't that great? A way to keep things green and also bless people. So we're very excited, and thank you, Mayor. Krista, why don't you start?
Yes, thank you. We are appreciative to be able to partner with the mission on this project. As you know, we are a local bank invested in the Lincoln community and always looking for ways to give back. And so this partnership has been amazing with the mission. We collect shoes for about 2 weeks, and this year we have over 140 barrels out in the community right now, from businesses to schools to universities all across Lincoln. I think every person I talk to has said, hey, yeah, I've seen one of those blue barrels. So the community has really gotten involved, and we really appreciate that. We've had schools, as you'll see in the photo, schools going shoeless and helping raise money. We're finding ways to get kids involved with it, that they can give back to other kids. So we also hosted a walk from Cornhusker Bank to the mission on Tuesday, which was great. We had over 100 people come out and walk with us and help raise the awareness of the mission. So I just want to thank the mayor for having this and having us out for this event. And I encourage you, we are still collecting shoes. The mission will be picking up shoes on Monday, the 20th, from all the locations. So I appreciate it.
I just want to correct Chris. It was great for some. I made the mistake of walking barefoot or with socks for 2 hours. I have 2 blisters on my foot still, so some of it wasn't so great, but for most it was.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, thank you very much. And the next project has to do with shoes and more. It's the Race for Souls 5K Run, Walk, Kick Off Your Shoes event. That's going to be held May 17th, I think, in the Haymarket. It collects new and used shoes. It raises funds to fight poverty and to get people moving. and it's sponsored by Souls for Souls, a global organization that's locally represented by Mrs. International, Maggie Thorne. Welcome back, Maggie. Good to see you again. And a portion of the funds are also benefiting, I believe, Teammates Mentoring Program. So Maggie's here to explain a little about that new event. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you to Mr. Beitler for, again, just supporting not only our efforts for Souls, but the citizens of Lincoln and all of the great things we're doing to stay green. As you've heard, there's about 17 billion pairs of shoes that go into the landfill every year. And there's 400 million children globally without shoes. And as Pastor Tom mentioned, what they're doing in Lincoln locally is fantastic. And there's a lot of help, not only in Lincoln, but across the United States and around the world. So we're excited for everyone to have the opportunity to kick off their shoes. Join us in our family-friendly 5K run and walk. We're also going to have a kids 100-yard dash and 1 mile where they'll have the opportunity to earn some scholarships. Along with that, a portion of the proceeds are going to be benefiting Souls for Souls, an international organization, and Teammates Mentoring Program. I've been able to work with Teammates a lot this year and seen the impact of those kids and the lifestyle that they have. So we're very excited to support their efforts. I would very much like to thank our sponsors who are helping make this first annual event possible, which is New Generation Construction, Hilton Garden Inn, the Flatwater Bistro, who's helping host it, Nebraska Sign Company, Beatrice Ford, and our international pageants will be helping as well. It's May 17th at 9 a.m. Our goal is to have 300 participants, and anyone who sees this and wants to sign up today, for 1 day you can get half off if you use the code RACE4, the number 4 Souls, at visiting our website, race4souls.com. We encourage you to follow us on social media for Twitter, Instagram, which is also Race for Souls, and on Facebook as well. Thank you so much for the opportunity to impact our citizens, and we look forward to everyone kicking off our shoes and making an impact on poverty. Thank you. Thank
you, Maggie. You look so regal today. I hope someone donates a pair of glass slippers you can add to your outfit. Well, going in a bit of a different direction, a growing number of Lincoln residents, of course, always have a strong urge in springtime to come out and get a little dirt on their hands. And one way, of course, is to grow your own food on your patio, in your yard, along with your neighbors. And we're fortunate in Lincoln to have a great variety of local food options in the grocery stores, in the restaurants, and in the farmers markets. But there's always room for more, right? So Let's Grow, Get Out and Garden campaign is aimed at encouraging even more local food through a gardening pledge. So here today to describe the Let's Grow pledge is Anna Wishart, one of our local community leaders who's been involved for a while now with the growth of local food. Anna?
Good morning. I am here on behalf of the Let's Grow, Get Out and Garden campaign, and we are part of a local food shed working group. We are a diverse group of farmers and gardeners, organizations, and individuals with one thing in common. We care about improving the local food system in and around Lincoln. We want to raise awareness, educate people, and help make connections to create a healthier, more resilient community. I also serve as spokesperson for the Let's Move Lincoln initiative. Our goal is to reduce childhood obesity by empowering families to fuel their day with exercise and healthy eating. Planting a garden and growing your own food is a wonderful way to become active, eat healthy, connect with your family and your friends, and also save money. If kids grow tomatoes, they eat tomatoes. If kids grow kale, they eat kale. This is why we're here today, to encourage families to get out and garden. If you are new to gardening, don't worry, I was as well. There are many Lincoln organizations, Community Crops, for example, that offer training and support to beginning farmers and beginning gardeners. If you don't have land to grow, that's one thing that we're working on. But for now, consider gardening through a community plot or a friend or neighbor's garden, or you can even have a few pots of plants on your patio or inside in a sunny space. We also invite you to join our local food shed working group. We are currently working on a Lincoln food assessment, and that will give us insight into how much local food we are currently producing in and around Lincoln and how much more we can grow. We are reaching out to neighborhoods to empower them to continue to come together and support local food and more backyard and community gardens. So if you're interested in joining our movement, you can find us on Facebook at Let's Grow Lincoln, or you can join us at our monthly meetings. We meet the second Tuesday of every month from 4:30 to 5:30 at Plowshare Brewing Company. So thank you. And we have somebody here today, Tim Runna, to present a gift to the mayor.
It's gonna be Rosina.
Rosina.
But who grew it?
I was gonna say, but who grew it? For you, sir.
Oh, wow. That's, I'm gonna have to turn into a rabbit to do this justice. That's beautiful. I actually never thought you could make a bouquet out of lettuce. But it's great. Thank you very much, all of you. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you for your leadership, Mayor.
Yeah. You know, the last thing we have here, spring's not any good unless, of course, you have at least one environmentally conscious spring cleaning, not just in people's homes, but across our neighborhoods. And we're fortunate in Lincoln to have a number of initiatives this spring that makes this even easier and even fun, right?
Yes, I hope so.
All right. So we want to ask Adam Rhodes here to, from Keep Lincoln and Lancaster County Beautiful, to describe the Great American Cleanup Grant Program, which is a key part of our neighborhood upkeep cleanup efforts. So we won't force you to overlook the lettuce.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good morning, everybody. Again, my name's Adam Rhodes, and I'm the program coordinator for our Keep Lincoln and Lancaster County Beautiful program. And kind of the big goal of our program is to help maintain a clean, healthy, and safe community. And one of the ways we do that is we have a couple grant opportunities for residents and neighborhood associations in Lincoln that gives them resources to really clean up our community and help us kind of meet our organizational goal. Probably our biggest grant program is called our Neighborhood Association Grant Program, and it, as the name implies, is for neighborhood associations in Lincoln. And basically what that does is provides resources, and we kind of reimburse expenses that neighborhood associations have for their cleanup programs. We have, probably each year we have about 15 or so neighborhoods that do a cleanup program, and spring obviously is a big time of year for our program and doing the spring cleanups and all that good stuff. And we actually, Saturday, we have 8 neighborhoods scheduled, so we're hoping for good weather as well, as long as the Earth Day celebration. And they have with these cleanups that are coming up, they have a lot of costs like landfill fees and roll-off dumpster expenses and recycling fees and stuff like that. So they can do their cleanup program and apply for a grant, and we'll reimburse them for the cost for those expenses. And that program's funded by the City of Lincoln. And then the other program we have is called our Community Improvement Grant Program, and that one's kind of the big difference, I guess, from the Neighborhood Association program, is that program is open to anybody, any resident of Lancaster County. And what we really try to accomplish with that program is to get people to go out into the community and pick up litter. So it's a litter cleanups in public spaces, basically. So we look for volunteers to go out, take a trash bag and some equipment and pick up trash, and it has to be in a public space along roadsides or parks, schools, different places like that. And it's really, the grant program is really an incentive or a reward to get people to go out and do this activity. And we do have a couple of those grants going on this weekend as well. There's a group that's going to be cleaning out on the roadways towards Pioneers Park, which could always use a little litter pickup out there. So those are our two big grant programs. And I did want to just mention that we're always looking for volunteers that want to help out with this program. So we don't groups and individuals that want to help out but don't necessarily want to go through the whole grant process and things like that. But they just want to give back to their community and help us keep our community clean. We're definitely work with just volunteers that just want to do that kind of on their own and not really worry about all the details that go along with a grant. So last thing I want to share with you, we do have a report that we put together for our 2014 cleanup program, and I have some copies in the back if anybody would want to take one with them. But I just have some statistics I'd like to share with you from last year. We had 950 volunteers support our cleanup efforts last year, and they donated 3,480 hours of volunteer service. And with all that time they gave to us, we cleaned up 328 miles of road and about 3,700 acres of land. And amazingly, you might not notice it when you're out there, but through those cleanup projects, we estimate that we picked up 78,000 pounds of just litter and junk and debris, and 40,000 pounds of recyclable material, and 40,000 pounds of brush. So a lot of stuff out there. We do have a clean community, but there's a lot of stuff we need to get cleaned up out there. If you need more information, you can go to our website. And Mr. Mayor, if I brought you a gift, it would probably be a bag of trash. So I'm glad I didn't bring that for you today.
Thank you for the kind thought.
So thank you.
You haven't had to pick up any litter over at Harley Hamlet, have you?
I don't think so.
Huh?
We might need to check out.
Yeah, all right. One more project. Stay with us here. Lastly, as organizations, churches, and entertainment venues organize spring and summer events, we're also pleased to let you know about a new Go Zero event planning service from WasteCap. WasteCap is the city's longtime nonprofit partner promoting recycling and waste diversion in Lincoln. Their new service will help you plan and do a zero waste event, sending little to nothing to the landfill and making you an environmental trailblazer in Lincoln. So to describe that to us in more detail today is Ilanka Ryan. Did I say that right?
Ilanka Zlatar.
Ilanka.
Yeah, my two last names. It's a Hispanic thing.
All right. Come on up here and tell us about the WasteCap program.
Thanks a lot. My name's Ilanka. I'm here with WasteCap Nebraska. We've been a nonprofit in Lincoln for over 20 years, working on recycling and waste reduction. Our new program is Go Zero. It's a zero waste event planning and logistics service. We basically hold your event planner's hand and walk you all the way through reducing waste by increasing recycling, waste reduction, reuse, and composting. Recently, we got a commercial composter in town, so now we're able to take disposable materials that used to go to the landfill to be compostable materials that we can take to compost. So we do certify our events, and if you go through WasteCap Nebraska's Go Zero, you will get a beautiful Go Zero certified event seal that you can use to promote your events. And April 18th, this Saturday, is going to be Earth Day. It's going to be our first zero waste event in Lincoln. So we hope that you come out and see our beautiful tents in use, and hopefully we'll see you all on Saturday. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. I saw some ears perk up over there with the announcement of that kind of assistance. Thank you. All right, so time for questions, and I would invite back up all of the representatives of the different groups to field the questions in their sector. You're gonna be easy on them, huh?
They were excellent.
Oh, how come you're so easy on them and so tough on me all the time?
Can we get a
All right.
picture with all of us and your lettuce?
Absolutely. Shall we consolidate a little bit?
Kind of mushed together here.
Oh, okay.
You can
You can hold it back.
Oh, no, I think I will.
Go ahead. And I'll slip over here on the end.
right.
We kind of need everybody to get
Everybody.
as close as you
We
can.
want all of you in
Just the
too.
speakers, don't you think?
You sure? Okay, all right.
Well, maybe it's. We got you.
All right.
Okay. Great.
Suddenly I feel like I'm salad dressing.
All right, give it up, Tom. Are we all set? Ready to go? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, well, I may come back for a rescue here.